I am the Nagi prophet, Gi. I see the future through the words of God. I feel before me the one who shall lead our accursed nature to repose. That brave stature. It is just as the hunter who is praised in our legends. That hunter shall be known as the curse shall not be lifted until we are led to eternal repose. May the protection of Erlen be his. The Festival of the Father, the sound of winged minions, and so begins the ordeal.
The tune of a cocoon master is such an enchanting sound. You will be a cocoon master someday. After all, you are the son of a cocoon master. That's the way it is. And as a Nagi woman, I will be your bride. But you know...
Hey, you two! Getting a little hot up here, if you know what I mean.
Louie, this is none of your business, kid. Get out of here!
I'm not a kid! And besides, this watchtower's my responsibility. I have a job, not like your stupid cocoon master, so there! Don't be messing around just 'cause tomorrow's the festival, you idiots!
You're all talk, and a buck-toothed idiot, too. Sheesh, I wonder what his problem is. Oh, that's right. Some minstrels are coming to the village square tomorrow. I bet they'll have some great tales to tell. Let's invite Kelmar, too, okay? Well, we better get some rest. See you at the village square tomorrow. Don't forget.
What do you want? I'm going to the master's cottage tomorrow, so I'm getting up early. I don't have time to mess around at the festival like you guys. After all, I'm the watchman. I'm not just here to give warning. I gotta be the first to fight if the demons attack. That's what I gotta train for. But I bet you can't even understand.
Welcome home. Tonight is a very special night. We welcome the spirits of our ancestors. But your father might still be alive out there somewhere, so he won't need our welcome. Instead, I prayed to the god of the forest for his safety. I know how forgetful you are. Remember to write important things down before you forget. Good idea. Well then, sweet dreams, my son.
Rick Hetz has run away, has he? He's run off, you know. It's all hearsay. It seems his puppy was stolen by a Nagi woman, and he ran off. His son is still so young. Too young to become a cocoon master. Run away, will you?
There you are! What are you up to? Didn't you say we would go listen to the minstrels? Kalmar is waiting, so I'll go on ahead.
You lost or something? The demons of Genji hang around here. You are so pathetic.
Kid, are you from Cyrus? What are you doing out here? Without the Lion of Peril, Cyrus should not have a cocoon master. So you are the son of the Lion of Peril. Well now. Let's see how you measure up to your lineage. Without the power to summon a magic beast, you are no threat to me. Just the son of a coward.
Wake up! You cried out in your sleep last night. Are you all right? Aren't you going to go see Mabu today? Didn't you say that you would? They are all waiting for you. What is it? Oh, yes, here. It's not much, but take it. This is all I can do with what I make. But after all, today is the festival.
Come quick! It's terrible! There's a thundering noise coming from the forest! It's gotta be the demons! Oh no! Mabu! She's gone off to the watchtower all by herself! If it really is demons, she could be in danger! Let's go now!
The beasts of knowledge, touched by the misery of the Great Father, they release a white beast unto the forest. Its howl is the requiem of souls.
Hordes of winged insects have broken through the divine barrier and attacked the village. What can this mean? At long last, has Elrom's day of judgment come to Cyrus?
I do not believe that the divine barrier of Gehenna will hold much longer. We must act. Do you not think so, High Priestess Garai?
Destruction is often what comes of the beasts of knowledge. This could be an act of man. The minions of the forest could not have broken through the divine barrier on their own.
Whatever the cause may be, once the insects flew off, many of our people fell into a sleep from which they cannot wake. We must do something.
I deeply regret to say, those winged insects are the only boo-boo, the locusts of apocalypse. The dust spread by the only boo-boo plunges all into sleep, returning them to the earth. I hear the ancient empire of Gehenna Pale was swallowed into the forest by an Oni boo-boo attack. It is a pity, but never again shall they wake.
A pity, is it? How dare you? The only reason we allowed a wanderer like you to live here is because we believed in the divine magic of the Nagi. But you've let our people fall ill without even trying to help, and still you do nothing. So, your divine magic and spells were all just a hoax.
What? You say there is some other way? Such as offering some kind of human sacrifice to pacify the forest?
Better to have cut off the source of evil before it came to this, if all it would have taken was a sacrifice.
Foolishness. The forest lends no ear to the wishes of man.
If you speak the truth, then the evil spirits must be imprisoned, one and all.
Both of you, quiet down. Now, Garai, are you saying there is no way to awaken them?
The souls of those fallen to sleep wander the dream world. To retrieve their souls and return them to their bodies, we must...
Yes, that's it! The calabash herb! If only we had the legendary herb, might it not cure the sleep sickness? Well now, Garai, are you not well versed in the ways of the forest? Chieftain, what do you say about sending Garai into the forest?
What would that accomplish? I would just be swallowed up and never heard from again. Although the herb is said to cure the sleep sickness.
Well then, tell us if there is some other way. Or are you just going to sit around and let them all die? You always were a stranger among us.
Any further sacrifice will be the end of the village. Tradition states that a cocoon master shall suppress the demons. Since the Lion of Peril is no more, we have little choice. We must send a new cocoon master into the forest. Garai, we must perform the sacred union.
We of the Nagi were born to live together with the cocoon masters. Mabu should not object. It is all for the sake of Cyrus. We are prepared.
So, then it is decided. Summon our new cocoon master, the son of the Line of Peril, and Mabu, maiden of the Nagi tribe. Have them both come to the Hall of Judgment. In order to cure the sick, the calabash herb must be retrieved from the forest. You are the child of a long line of cocoon masters in Cyrus. On this day, the sacred union shall be performed. As the successor to the Lion of Peril, you shall determine the fate of us all. I believed in your father, Riquet. He was a courageous yet gentle man, even though he was swallowed up by the forest when the tide of fortune turned against him. He was certainly not a coward, as the villagers might have called him. Stand tall and work hard. I wish you luck in your father's stead. Oh yes, you must also cherish your wife. A devoted husband is a Nagi woman's only salvation. You will understand someday. May fortune be with you in battle.
According to tradition, I hereby conduct the sacred union. Are you both ready? O Elram, god of the forest, O forest, mother to all, We, the beasts of knowledge born of the forest, once again grant us here this day that which touches and moves thy worried heart, so that we, as beasts, may live in harmony with the forest. Oh, so wise. Oh, so wise. This is the earring of the hunter, symbol of your coming of age. As long as you possess it, you may escape death, even when defeated in the forest. It is my farewell gift to he who journeys to the land of ordeal. Now then, listen well, you two. Some people fear cocoon masters and call them impure hunters. Many will be prejudiced towards you. Nevertheless, you must persevere in your lonely struggle. A terrible ordeal also awaits the women of the Nagi. The infections on their bodies are the side effects of the cocoon purification process. These are known as cursed brandings. In the worst case, this can even cause death. Please, care for one another in sickness and in health. Tomorrow your lonely struggle shall begin. Sleep well this night, so that you may be ready to depart come morning. Come to my house. We must prepare what you need for your journey.
Ah, I knew you'd be here. What's the matter? Oh, I bet you're nervous. So much happened all at once today. I'm worn out. Adults always have to have it their way. That's why I don't like them. But it's strange, isn't it? Why is it that only Nagi women are able to purify? Mother Garai says it's divine power. But it doesn't seem that the villagers think so.
Who's up there? And who's playing that awful flute music in the middle of the night? After what already happened today? Do you want the monsters to attack again or something? Don't you have work to do tomorrow? Go to bed already!
What do you want? Oh, you must be scared. Isn't it past your bedtime? Or are you too afraid to go to sleep?
I already told you, I'm not a kid! Try not to get eaten alive out there, tough guy! But I guess there's nothing scarier than Mabu.
Ah, you are such a brat! You're making me lose my temper, you little twit. Well, we have an early start tomorrow. Better get to bed. And don't oversleep, young cocoon master. See you tomorrow.
Your father was a noble man. Coward! According to tradition, I hereby proclaim your coming of age. Your pride from this day forward, treacherous girl.
So you dress like you've become a man. Still, you are but the son of a coward, like father, like son. That Nagi maiden shall be left behind when you are killed in the forest. How pitiful! Impressive. You are more capable than I expected. But such is not our true power. Do you think you are up to it? Ha! Beaten already! And you call yourself a Cocoon Master! You are nothing but the son of a coward!
White is the beast of fate. Blue is the beast of righteousness.
Wake up! You cried out in your sleep last night. Are you all right? From this day forward, you are the Cocoon Master of Cyrus. You must be strong. Now, you had better head over to Mother Garai's house. Mabu is probably waiting for you there, too.
Oh, you've finally come by, have you? I have something I want to give you right away. Have a seat right here. Soon you will enter the forest as a Cocoon Master. At the forest entrance, there are 4 gates through the divine barrier. To pass through them, you must have the right key. One of them is here in Cyrus. It is the key to the Beetle Gate. Louis the Watchtower Guard has it. Once you get the key from Louis, you must go deep into the Beetle Forest. Another Cocoon Master lives there. People call him the Blue Cocoon Master. His name is Chorus, and he is a very capable man. Finding the Calibus herb is important, but first you must learn to fend for yourself. No doubt there is much you can learn from him, for he too is a Cocoon Master. In the meantime, I have gathered what you will need for your journey. If you need something else, you should go to the town shop. Wounds can only be healed by mugwort herbs. Make sure you have enough. Oh, and do not forget to arm yourself. When your empty cocoons run out, you can get more from Mabu. Oh yes, I almost forgot something very important. This is the Flute of Capture. The sound of this flute serves both to imprison and summon minions. Your father, Riquettes, entrusted it to me. A fateful meeting it was. But perhaps some other time I will tell you all about it.
So now you're going into the forest. I don't know why, but I'm a little worried. But if worse comes to worse, you can always use the earring of the hunter to return home safely. Wait a sec. This is a ring given to me by the Nagi chieftain when I was born. It's very special to me. I should have given it to you before, but I was too embarrassed. When I wear this ring, somehow I feel at peace. I hope it helps you too. Well, take care, okay? Oh, it's really nothing, but I'll be thinking about you.
I heard what Mother Garai said. But I don't like any of it. I mean, you of all people. Just because Raquette's is your dad. You'll just go into the forest and get eaten by monsters. Is your flute really that powerful? That's so lame! Ha! I'll go get the calabash myself. Just wait right here.
No can do, little guy. I know how you feel, Louis, but you can't go. You can seek your revenge at some other time. Besides, you know how scary the forest is, right? And how little we can do there.
Fine. Kelmar is right. You can go do it. Here's the Beetle Key. The chief gave it to me to look after. With it lies the fate of the village. Use it to enter the Beetle Gate. The cottage of Master Chorus is deep inside the forest. He's a powerful cocoon master, and he might know something about that herb.
Look, try to understand how he feels. He may be cocky, but in his own way, he's just trying to be a man.
Hey, loser! Kelmar was worried, so he asked me to show you the way. I feel sorry for you, so I'll lead you there just this once. Don't forget how to get there, and try to keep up! Okay, this is the Divine Barrier. Use the Beetle Key to open the Beetle Gate. Duh! The Beetle Gate is the one to the far right. From there on out, it's all up to you.
Who are you? I've seen poachers who impersonate cocoon masters. If you are a real cocoon master, show me by playing that flute. Slowly now. I know that tune. Are you the son of Riquettes, the cocoon master of Cyrus? If the son of Riquettes has been sent into the forest, the village must be in danger. Tell me what has happened in Cyrus. I see. So the Onibubu have reached Cyrus as well. And you came to search for the calabash herb, huh? But you're flute playing. You don't know anything yet, do you? Your father would never forgive me if I just let you go into the forest to die. I am Chorus, the Blue Cocoon Master. On behalf of my comrade Riquettes, I shall initiate you to the arts of the Cocoon Masters. Very well. Now, you must try to apply what you have learned. My cottage is deep inside this forest. If you arrive there safely, you shall receive my approval. Oh, son of the Lion of Peril, you shall become a cocoon master worthy of your father's name. So, The son of the Lion of Peril is even more talented than I had thought. I looked up the calabash herb in my books, but in the end, I found nothing. However, there is a folk tale that describes a dust that wakes the sleeping. It is the story of a wondrous powder kept by a half-bird, half-man named Kikinok, who lives in the Dragonfly Forest. Perhaps that powder is brewed from the calabash leaves. This is only a guess, and it's all I could find, but I think it is worth looking into. Here is the key to the Dragonfly Gate. You should have it. You'd better head straight back to the village and consult with Garai. She may know something about the tale of Kikinok. You must do your best before it is too late.
The Divine Spirit defies the Great Father and throws off his shackles. He is now bound to the chains of freedom.
So, even Chorus does not know? But I do remember hearing the tale of the Birdman. There is a similar story of divine spirits in Nagi legend as well. Elrum released his minions, the divine spirits, unto peril. He spake, "Thou shalt not become what presides over life." And so they spent days bringing life to the forest and giving names unto themselves. And then one day, the spirit made up its mind to create a beast in its own image. Elrum warned, "That creature is the beast of knowledge, and it will someday bring temptation upon you. Thou shalt not associate with it." The divine spirit so promised and gave birth to the beast of its own image. Such was the birth of man, the beast of knowledge, as told by the prophet Gi. As the sands of time flowed on, the beasts bore children, and so continued to multiply. Soon a fateful day came to the forest. One of the divine spirits fell in love with the daughter of man, and so the promise was at last broken. Elrum punished the divine spirit for its sin by transforming it into a beast. Descendants of that divine spirit dwell still in the forest, and sometimes they reveal themselves to us. The Birdman, Kikinok, as mentioned in the folk tales of peril, might be referring to this spirit. We should seek out Kikinok, the legendary Birdman. Enter the Dragonfly Forest, but be warned, an average cocoon master is no match for the denizens within. And be sure to ask the old gravekeeper about the legends. He is the storyteller of Cyrus and should know much about the fables of old.
Doing divine magic is very tiring. Ugh. After performing a purification, I feel so sluggish. Well, good luck. I'll be here waiting.
Well, what do we have here? Aren't you a little young to be a cocoon master? So, you're a fake too, huh? Get your firefly cocoon somewhere else. This is my turf. You think you're better than me, huh? Well, you leave me no choice. Ow! I'll get you for that.
Any strong men here? Any, huh? Any? Hey, you there! What are you doing? That's mine. Oh, you have some nerve. But you can't use that. Isn't that just too bad? Come on, just give it back now. Whew. Well then, I'll be off. Hey, you're a cocoon master, right? What do you say to a quick little duel? What? You're no fun. Don't you know who I am? Ha! I can't believe it! I am the strongest, most handsome guy in the forest. I go by many names, such as Birdman. After all, I am the legendary man of the Dragonfly Forest. It's hard being so famous. Call me Kikinak. Of course, that's only if you can defeat me. Well, that's all for introductions. Here we go. Wow, you are so powerful. I've heard the rumors, but cocoon masters really are powerful. So, you're from Cyrus, huh? Well, now I've met two. If there's anything I can do for you, just ask me. From now on, we're friends. Calabash? Oh, you mean this powder? My friend Yamu from the Spider Forest gave it to me. The only thing you'll find here in the Dragonfly Forest is sleep spores. If you want some calabash, why not go talk to Yamu? Yamu and his family are very fond of rare and unusual things. So if you give them something valuable, just maybe... But I warn you, they're very greedy and won't share with you so easy. Oh yes, you can have this too. Without it, you can't get inside. What? You haven't heard of him? Well, that's odd. My young friend was bragging so much. You don't know who it is? His name is Kelmar. He is strong, you know. He's my best friend. What? You're friends with him too? Oh, so it's you, the cocoon master he was talking about. Hey. Well now, it's a small world indeed. Kelmar has told me a lot about you. He said, no one is stronger than me, but strength does not make a powerful man. Strength alone is no match for what he has. Speaking of which, the power of man is so complicated. I just don't get it. Leaving already? Well, take this. It's proof of our friendship. Don't worry, you can have it. We'll be able to meet anytime you use it. I'll tell you about myself next time we meet. Well, see you later.
The unforgiving, the greedy, and at times like a child.
Well, did you meet the Birdman? So, this powder is ground from the leaves of the calabash. We must go report this to the chieftain at once. Although this confirms the existence of the calabash, this is not enough to save the entire village. You have no choice but believe what the Birdman said and venture into the spider forest. There are many types of divine spirits. Know you that some can be quite malicious. If we can believe Kikinok, then it is true that the forest man has become the fallen spirit Mammon, as told in Nagi legend. Mammon was an agent of Elrum, who drowned in material greed. This so angered Elrum that he punished Mammon by transforming him into a hideous form. It is said that Mammon was commanded to live the rest of his existence as the keeper of the divine tree. If Kikinok is the divine spirit Amos, who indulged in lust, then Yamu, the forest man, must be the divine spirit Mammon, who indulged in greed. Perhaps there is more about Yamu in the folktales of Cyrus. The old gravekeeper Poto may know something. Why not ask him about the folktales? You must go to the spider forest and find Yamu, the forest man. Much treachery lies ahead in the spider forest. Tread carefully.
Say, what was your father like? Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering, that's all. Do you have just a minute? We need to talk. It's hard to talk about it with Garai right here. Let's go outside. Go on ahead, I'll be right out. I'm sorry for asking you to come out of your way. It's just that it's hard to talk about things with Mother Garai around. We used to be able to talk about everything. It's strange, isn't it? Your mother comes by a lot while you're gone. She's really kind to me, and she might just be worried about me, but I'm sorry, I just can't stand it at all. Mother Garai may understand how she feels, but I sure don't. Purification is nothing but pain. Didn't your mother do it all because she loved your father? And then he just got up and left her because he couldn't stand to watch her suffer? How cruel! But why, even after all of that, does she still love him? Are all women like that? I can't say this in front of Mother Garai, but I really don't agree with that at all. I'm sorry if this upsets you, but I just couldn't live the way she does. No matter what happens, don't worry about me. Do your duty as our cocoon master. Just don't run off like your father. Your father, he's supposed to be a great man, right? I heard the story of the day he said goodbye to your mother. I heard that he was a kind man who always protected her. But how could such a man leave her? Do you call that kindness? The cursed brandings are a painful experience for a woman. But that's why I need you here with me. To your mom, your father's departure might have been an act of sympathy, but I don't agree. I would have felt betrayed. We're both in this together, so please, stay here as the Cocoon Master of Cyrus. Me? Well, you know I really like you a lot. It's just that there's so much going on right now, you know? Why do we have to have so many rules and traditions? There's just no escape. I know some people hate the Nagi, but I'm an individual. I won't run away from them or anything just because it's hard. I might have married you because I had to, but I would never ever leave you. All we ever talk about now are the village and cocoons, minions. I know now's not the time to be worrying about these kind of things, but it's just that I never get to see you anymore. If only things were different. I'm sorry. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But I feel a little better now getting it off my chest. Thank you. Oh, I almost forgot. Take this. You'll probably need it.
Hey, kid, got some firefly cocoons? Well, hand them over now and there won't be any trouble. What? You want to fight? Fine with me, come on! We're the opponent, I see. That'll be all for today.
Hey, you there! What are you doing there? This place not for men. Away with you! What's that there? Oh my, a nice ring you have there. How about giving to me? If you do, I will stay and listen. Come. Don't say that. Give. precious? Well then, I will trade one of my precious things for it. Come, come, give to me. Well then, I want nothing more from you. Now, be off with you. This no place for man. This is no place for man. Away with you. Away, I say. Oh, you have changed your mind, have you? You will give to me the ring? Oh, how beautiful. Yes? What do you want? Calabash. That I have, but have some got sick? You don't say. Only Boo come to your village. How terrible. The locusts of the apocalypse. Well, here is some calabash for the ring. But won't be enough. I know place where there is a lot. But I no tell you for free. Bring me more treasure. Only then shall I tell you where the calabash lies. Talk it over with your elders. Mammon, you say? Well now, that was my name long ago. I was called Mammon too, I think. Oh yes, that is right. I am the watchman of the divine tree. I guard against tricks from you humans. I was so ordered by Elram. Ah, how much longer must I live like this? I have been doing this without end for hundreds of years. And it is only trees, trees, trees as far as the eye can see. I so long for treasure. Blast that Elram. Oh, how arrogant he is. Blah! Even hearing that name sickens me. Don't tell me you know him. Oh, I am getting it. You have heard of Calabash from Kikinak, right? Ah, I have told him 1,000 times. I am really going to have to do something about that young. It is Kikinak's fault that the forest has come to this. That pervert! Because of him, we were dragged into this fine mess. Bring me more treasure. Only then shall I tell you of the place. Talk it over with your elders.
Follow me, I shall remove your shackles and cast them away.
Oh, so you found the forest people? Ah, I expected as much. So they will tell you in exchange for treasure. Nevertheless, I do not expect Jibara to consent to such terms. I will speak with the chieftain himself. There is no time to waste. We need a decision now. We should go straight to the Hall of Judgment.
So, you say you've ascertained the location of the calabash? Do you speak the truth? And he really will tell you if you present him with a treasure? If Garai is correct when she says that the demon is the keeper of the forest, then I have a plan. Lord Chieftain, I suspect that the demon of which we speak is the guardian of the divine tree, an incarnation of the forest god. The calabash must lie at the base of the divine tree, the source of all life. Simply retrieving calabash will be but a temporary solution for troubles like the recent attack. It would be wise to find the divine tree and then imprison it together with the god of the forest.
If we could just offer some treasure, this would be an easier decision. But Jibara, I wonder about imprisoning the divine tree. Would we be forgiven for such sacrilege? Would that not bring about the second coming of the tragedy of Gehenna Pale?
The path to destruction began long ago, well before the locusts attacked us. What is done cannot be undone, even if the calabash does solve the problem at hand. It is only a matter of time until the land of peril is swallowed up by the forest. Therefore, we should put an end to our bloody traditions. All that we do is for the future of the people of Cyrus. No, all the people of peril! Lord Chieftain, now is the time for a decision.
You say that it is possible to change the fate of all the people of peril?
My ancestors, the shamans of Gehenna Pale, imprisoned the forest and divided it into 4. It follows that the imprisonment of a god is indeed possible. The knowledge of man opposes the powers of God, and thus the powers of nature. This is not sacrilege. In fact, it is the basic law of nature. Only the strong survive. We have long waited for this day, to truly serve Cyrus. We must find the divine tree and evoke the powers of the talisman of imprisonment.
I understand. Well, you have heard, Jibara. We have to thwart the menace of the demons if we are to live with the forest. Such sacrilege. This too may be the nature of the beasts of knowledge. We must take action. Son of the Lion of Peril, our fate is already in your hands.
I have heard many tales, but it seems that Mammon is as greedy as ever. He will never return to his spirit form acting like that. How foolish she is. You cannot imprison the divine tree. Did you not see the ancient ruins in the forest? Ugh! That ghost of Gehenna Pale. What is she plotting? But if the chieftain so ordered, then we must obey. Her ancestors were alchemists in the ancient kingdom. Her family line has always held the real power in Cyrus, working behind the figurehead image of the chieftains. They have infested the chieftains' families and all the villages of peril. Overconfidence in human intelligence is the trademark of we beasts of knowledge. But it is also fact that without the blessing of knowledge we cannot survive. Man is at times weak, and at times a violent beast. The decisions of the Hall of Judgment are absolute. But it may well be a bloody path which lies before you. You must tread very carefully.
Oh, so you gave him the ring? Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I mean, you had no choice, right? Please be careful.
Did the chieftain really order you to imprison the divine tree? Oh, isn't there another way? I am sure the venerable Jabara has made the right decision, but then again, there is much I needed to teach her both as her mother-in-law and as a Nagi woman. We talked about things like the Nagi, life, your father and me. I wanted to let her know that there are many ways to express love for one another. Right then, I felt liberated from fate and tradition. For the first time in our lives, we are doing something for just ourselves. I will never perform another purification without your father by my side. I have decided to wait for him.
This ring is fake. It do not shine when I put it on. I don't want your junk. Off with you. You are swindler. Ah! Oh! Now look at that. The ring shines only when you wear it. Ah, that. Oh yes. Did you bring treasure? Promise is promise. I shall open the way to the calabash. But I also make promise to Elram. I cannot take you there. If Elram find out I told man, he would not be happy. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Elder weeds. You have used talisman of imprisonment. So, you are agent of Gehenna. Wisdom, knowledge, minion of Gehenna. Thy mouth is cursed with bitterness. Thy hand is quick to spill blood. Thy path is ruin and misery.
Atonement for the flesh. Our mouths are cursed with bitterness. Our hands are quick to spill blood. Our path is ruin and misery.
Jibara's men came and took Mother Garai away. Why? Why did they take her away? What do they mean by a sacrifice? What did you promise at the Hall of Judgment? No! I beg you, please save Mother Garai.
I shall ask you one final question. Why? Why did you come to Cyrus? I am not blind, you know. What were you scheming to do with that girl?
I came here for this very day. I came to purify the souls of the Nagi. No! Of all the beasts of knowledge.
Still telling lies after all of this? You came to steal the souls of the people of Cyrus. Is that not so? I've known it from the beginning, Mother Garai. Or should I call you by your real name? Azura, the goddess of death.
Yes, indeed. You may call me that. I am the incarnation of the divine spirit, Azura, the one who spins new souls from the old. Now is the time when the lore of the beasts of knowledge shall be laid to waste, and the wisdom of the wise shall be rendered meaningless. Shivar, ghost of foolish knowledge, phantom of Gehenna. Some seek a sign, others desire knowledge, such is the power of Elrum. But Elrum's foolishness is wiser than man, and Elrum's weakness is stronger than man. Light and darkness, the two souls. The chosen ones of light and darkness shall lead this accursed state to eternal rest. For the two spin our souls and lead us to the promised land. The time of gathering is at hand. Our souls become one with the chosen.
So this is the time of gathering that Mother Garai spoke of. I had this feeling that Mother Garai's spirit shot right through me a moment ago. All kinds of things went through my mind at once, and before I knew it, this is what happened to me. All the villagers' souls went with Mother Garai to the place of Elrum. Your father's disappearance, the wrath of the Onibubu, the sacrifice. It was all for this day. Ni, the Nagi chieftain, knows all truth. That's what Mother Garai said before she departed. Tradition, fate, curses, demons. We are bound by so many chains. But those chains, they are also what have bound our hearts. They are what make us ourselves. I feel so weak. I may not be able to stay like this much longer.
You speak the truth. Your soul shall at last become one with the will of the forest, and the flesh shall be lost. Staying inside a cocoon can prolong your life, but only until the transformation completes. There is little time left. Leave the rest to me. Mabu, you must stay in the cocoon. Well then, you probably know not what has happened. Our souls now wander through space and time, seeking new bodies. And a new ordeal shall begin when our souls return to the flesh. The brilliance of the ring Mabu gave you is proof that you are the chosen one of light. The chosen one of darkness is waiting for you beyond this dimension. The path to him shall test your devotion. It shall be a journey of the heart. The outcome shall form the ordeal that our souls await. Go to the Moth Forest. There you must seek out the Nagi chieftain at the Temple of Kemul. Before you go, don the coat of Rikets. It is my final gift to you. I wish you luck. The chosen one.
Hey there, kid! Give me all your white cocoons! Hand them over now and I won't kill you. Oh, you want to do it the hard way, huh? You'll regret it! I can't believe I just lost a little kid. I guess I'm over the hill. Maybe I should just retire. See you around, kid.
Can you hear me? This earthy smell. It seems so familiar, though I know I've never been here myself. This must be a memory from a past life. Well, let's open the gate. Hold my cocoon up high before the gate. I think that should work. Well, give it a try.
Time of gathering. The young will have nightmares, while the old will see dreams. Before they are redeemed, the sun will grow dark, and the moon will turn to black.
This is the Temple of Kemuel, the home of the Nagi people. I feel the presence of the chieftain from the middle hall. Let's go.
At last, the time has come, the time of gathering. I shall open the door, for I am the incarnation of Mephises, gatekeeper of time. You may call me Ni. When the 4 divine barriers have been opened, the power of light and darkness shall usher in the time of gathering. The guardian deities of light and darkness shall be guided by the twin dragons of Kemuel, and the Kumari and Kaya gates shall open. When the chosen ones pass through these gates and meet at last, the beasts of divine power shall be freed from their curse and achieve tranquility. And the beasts of knowledge shall gain the fruits of new knowledge. But it is the fruit that bears the seeds of admonition. We chose a midwife to be the incarnation of the divine spirit Azura. And we sent her to Cyrus to confirm the rebirth of the chosen one. The midwife I speak of is Garai. The prophet Gi spoke, "Craft a ring from the tears of Reese and place it on the baby who arrives. The ring shall begin to glow when the chosen one is born. We have been waiting for that time." Our souls have already experienced 2 ordeals. Lust was the first, the forbidden love of the divine spirit and the beast of knowledge. And then, the birth of the twins who possess divine power. We gained love from the ordeal of lust, but at the same time, we came to know doubt. The divine power of the twins was divided into light and darkness. That was the first seed of admonishment. The seed took root, forcing the Nagi out of their village. That is when they began their quest for the Promised Land. Greed was the second ordeal. It began with the love between Alcana, the beast of divine power, and Menik, the beast of knowledge. The love between Alcana and Menik gave birth to the doubt of the masses. Divine silk was used in an attempt to conquer doubt and save love. But it did not work. King Karis, the chosen one of darkness, was dominated by greed. Light was torn from greed and became misery, and so was born the beast in our hearts. The minions of the forest, the beasts in our hearts. This is the second seed of admonishment. Once again, the time is here. Destiny awaits. All our hopes lie with the child who was born that day. We named the child the Ray of Hope. Of course, it is Mabu of whom I speak. The birth of Mabu signifies the reincarnation of Menik and Karis, the light and the darkness. As foretold by the prophecy, I sent Garai out on her journey with Mabu. You indeed are the chosen one of light, who was led here by the Ray of Hope. Your power is needed to provide physical vessels to the spirits that wander through space and time. The Chosen One of Darkness has already passed through the Kaya Gate. Now he awaits you. You must pass through the Kamari Gate to reach him. You shall use the keys of the 4 divine barriers to summon the crystal for your first ordeal. Before you can encounter the Chosen One of Darkness, you must undergo the ordeal of the 4 jewels. The first ordeal was solitude. For this, you obtain the Jewel of Water. The remaining 3 ordeals are fire, air, and earth. These ordeals lie in the forest far away, beyond space and time. Now, the second ordeal begins. You must venture to the beetle forest of the Netherworld. What? Is something wrong? Ah, you are worried about Mabu. Her metamorphosis is almost complete. No longer can she leave the cocoon. You must save Mabu by gathering all 4 jewels and defeating the Chosen One of Darkness. O Chosen One of Light, you must make haste. Consult with me, clear your uncertainties. I give you 2 Nagi maidens to help you prepare for your journeys.
I am Ra. As a Nagi maiden, I shall serve the Chosen One of Light. Come to the Chamber of Purity if you ever require purification. Go through the blue entrance on the left. My name is Mu. Come to the Chamber of Goods to replenish your supplies. Go through the green entrance on the right.
Make good use of their services. You can purify and merge minions, as well as buy weapons and supplies. Now you must pass through the Kamari Gate and set out on your ordeal.
I expected nothing less from the son of the Lion of Peril. I commend you for making it all the way here. So, what have you experienced during your journey? The appointed task of we cocoon masters is to trap in our cocoons the negative energy which is overflowing in this world. But what if our very existence is harmful to the forest? When I see that boy, I am utterly convinced of this. It is his hatred against the minions that sustains him. The villagers are the same. Man fears any existence other than his own. All this invites his youth. Since the age of Gehenna, our souls have gone through fear and ruin countless times.
How can true purification exist inside eternal ruin and fear? If you are the chosen one of light, then banish the doubt that lurks in my heart.
I have a firm grip on the darkness in the Blue Cocoon Master's heart.
That disciple of darkness is no more. It was he who cultivated the darkness lurking in my heart. But that is also a part of my true self. In light, there is also darkness. You must guide the souls of your fellow man. So long as we live, our souls need flesh. For the future of mankind, and for the one who belongs.
Who do you keep within your heart? Who is the child you reflect upon?
I am glad you returned safely. Did you obtain the second jewel? Excellent. That crimson brilliance is the jewel of fire. That is the crystal for the ordeal of doubt. Perhaps the darkness in the Blue Cocoon Master's heart was the doubt he had about his own fate. 2 jewels yet remain. Let us open the way to the next ordeal. Now, for your next ordeal, you are to venture into the Dragonfly Forest of the Netherworld.
My, what's the hurry? Looking for something? So, have you heard? Kelmar likes marbles. What? You haven't? Well, you'll find out sooner or later, so I'll tell you, as one friend to another. Kelmar told me you have something that he does not. Did you think you were friends? What a fool you are! He's jealous of you. After all, he likes marbles. What? You don't believe me? How dense can you be? Well, how about this?
Yeah, this is... I'm jealous of you. Didn't you know that? I was born to be nothing but a blacksmith, and you get to be the Cocoon Master. No matter how much I love Mabu, she can never be mine. I know there's nothing I can do about this, but I envy you. I am so fed up with tradition, and that's the truth.
Friendship and jealousy. How sinful your existence! I have a firm grip on the darkness in his heart.
is so powerful. That's why Mabu is in love with you. Compared to you, I'm... Thanks. Your true feelings really hit me with your final blow. It's wrong to be jealous, I know. But that's part of who I am. We're still friends, though, right?
Man shall obtain yet another fruit of knowledge, but it shall bear the seeds of responsibility.
I am glad you returned safely. Did you obtain the third jewel? Excellent! That golden brilliance is the jewel of air. It is the crystal for the ordeal of jealousy. Jealousy can drive one mad. Your success in this ordeal is proof that the strength of your friendship exceeded the threat of jealousy. Now only one jewel remains. Let us open the way to the last ordeal. Now you are to venture into the spider forest of the Netherworld for your final ordeal. The chosen one of darkness will do everything in his power to defeat you. You must not be fooled by his trickery. The moment you unite the four jewels, you must confront the chosen one of darkness. He shall severely test your minions. You must be prepared.
Man is a selfish beast. He will ruin everything to survive.
What are you fighting for? I suffer every time I perform a purification for you, both my body and my soul. For the sake of the village? For the forest? How stupid. What are you fighting for? A forgettable boy who can only play the flute. Do you really love me? Am I more important than the village? Or the forest? I hate grown-up women. I don't want to be like your mother. And I hate boys, too. I hate them. I hate them all. Don't you dare grow up and leave me.
That was not trickery. It was the real darkness in her heart. Can now really understand a heart like hers? Thou art nothing but a boy, and I have a firm grip on the darkness in her heart.
Thank you. I finally understand how you feel. I was afraid of love. I thought love was something that chained us, like our inevitable fate. I was afraid of being chained, but now I realize that love is a good thing. I didn't know that. I can believe you, right? I'm no longer alone, am I? That darkness is also a part of me. Do you still love me?
Impressive. You've overcome much misery thus far. The moment of purification for the accursed souls of man and minion is at hand. If you do not heal my sadness before the moth emerges from the divine cocoon, darkness shall rule the land of peril until the next transmigration. Chosen one of light, the time has come. Now we determine the future. I knew you would come. My, how you have grown. No doubt you feel hatred towards me, your father. But this was the only way to solve the mystery of true purification. I never, even for a moment, forgot about you and your mother. Good and evil, throughout history, we have continued to deny the existence of darkness. But where there is light, there is always darkness. Balance is a part of nature. Only by our hands can the two parts be made whole again. Such is the task imparted upon us by Elram. Do you still remember that melody I taught you? Now is the time. We must play it together, my son. The symphony of light and darkness. The requiem of souls.
When the four divine barriers are dispelled, the power of light and darkness shall usher in the time of gathering. Kumari and Kaya, the guardian deities of light and darkness, shall be released by the twin dragons of Kemu. The chosen ones of light and darkness shall meet, and only then will the accursed ones be granted repose. And man shall obtain yet another fruit of knowledge, but it shall bear the seeds of responsibility.